Okay, traders looking at Bitcoin. There's a couple of ways to look at this chart. One would be that, but my bias is bullish. Let's take those off. My bias is bullish. Targets would be, these previous highs. But what we'll do is we'll go down the time frame and get a close look at it. So we've got this really nice rally, retrace, now continuation, and possibly we get a bit out of this. So I'm going to go down to a 4-hour chart and just get my bearings with this. I always seem to navigate towards the anchored VWAP, place it on there just to get a bit of a perspective, right? Watch when, price is always going to, it generally will hug this first deviation. Then every now and again it'll pull back into the mean. So now we're out there again. That's fine. I'm expecting something possibly, and then maybe, who knows, right? We don't know. But my bias is bullish at the moment, given that it's Thursday. I'd be a little bit careful into Friday. But, I'm always looking for a swing. Well, that one probably didn't give it to us, but a pullback into the Fibonacci, into equilibrium. So if we consider this value area as support, well, actually, here's something to consider. See this? We've got this candle here that is one-sided. It kind of tapped into it, but just be mindful that we've got this one as well. So this is a bullish imbalance, and the market will at some stage look to rebalance. It didn't down here yet. It could pull back at some stage. Actually, let's have a look. Bear with me for a second. No, okay. So yeah, see, that could be a target for this to pull back at some stage. So you just want to be really careful. So if you look at this from the higher perspective, right? Anyway, I'm looking for a day trade opportunity, not intraday. So I'm thinking possibly a retrace back down into 50 to 61.8. Now 61.8 coincides beautifully with this imbalance here, right? So that could be, but you got strong support here as well. So, it may or may not touch it. My thing would be to go for something like that. Okay, let's just grab volume profile, throw it in there, have a look and see where there's value. Okay, all right, so there it is there, these nodes that are poking out here, right? That's this main balance area. Pull back into that, possibly into equilibrium, right? Something like that, guys. That could be a thing. Now, the other way that you can get involved with this is, there's a couple of targets. Go down to the 30-minute time frame. Yeah, so you just want to be a little bit careful because there's a, we've got that at the moment, all right? So there's a possibility it does retrace, and if it does, I'll be looking for an entry. So you got these levels here that you need to be mindful of, right? And the fib pullback. So there's two ways I'll be approaching this. If it breaks this, I'm long there, and there's a target. If it doesn't, that's my take, right? So it may or may not break. If it breaks this high, that's what I'm talking about, then we're off. Now, just keep an eye on, how that works. Right, we've got breakout. Okay. So, there's a couple of ideas. I wouldn't be buying here. I'm either going to be going long on this pullback retest of the high, or if it doesn't do that, then I'm going to be looking for my entry point somewhere wherever it trades back and it breaks structure. Exactly like that, right? So there's two possible entry points. You've got to plan it. Yeah, you can set some alerts for this, and set them up so they go off on your phone, so you can come back in and you've got something. But that's my plan of attack, and I've got a note I might just throw in, and this applies for either. Okay, so if note buy. Okay, buy on bullish, break of structure and retest of the range, right? So that applies there, and it also applies here. That's it. Guys, that's my take on Bitcoin. I'd be delighted if you commented. That would be awesome. Just let me know what you think. Are we on track? Okay, hope you have a great day. Safe trading and see you in the next one.